welcome to Baby Village. My name is Jess and I'm really excited tonight to be showing you around our flagship store here in Bondi Junction in Sydney. I've got some really lovely guests who I'm excited to introduce you to. They represent a number of our key brands and they have some really fantastic products that make parents' lives so much easier. And I can speak from personal experience. I've been through the journey myself. And it's going to be a really great night. So we're just going to hang around for a couple of minutes, seconds, wait until everybody's joined us and online before we kick off. I just want to say a personal message out to everyone. Hope you're doing well. It's a very strange time at the moment, and it's one of the reasons that we've put this event together. We want to make sure that we are giving you all the information that you're so desperately seeking at the moment, but you can't get into a store. There's no expos for you to go and see everything in one place. So we've tried to really bring that experience for you tonight. So actually, I think on that, without further ado, we'll jump into Bugaboo. And if you have any questions as we go through, we're online, we're going to answer them for you, and we're always available. Let's go. Hey everyone, thanks for anyone who's just tuned in. My name's Jess and I'm from Baby Village, and today we're talking to Casey Lee from Bugaboo. Welcome, Casey.
Hi.
So Casey, do you want to start off really quickly by telling us about Bugaboo's brand philosophy?
Yeah, definitely. So our purpose is to empower parents and children while out discovering the world. Design has always been at the heart of our brand. It speaks to the beauty and function of all of our products. We are there with you every step of the way, helping parents and children connect with the world. We make the complicated uncomplicated so families can focus on the things that really matter.
Yep, I totally agree with that. With my child, I had a Bugaboo, and I feel like it just made getting out into the world with him so much easier. So I think we're really excited to tell everyone that this is the brand new Bugaboo Fox 3. Do you want to give us a little bit of a rundown on some of the updated features that we're going to see with this, and I'll kind of point them out as we go?
Yeah, definitely. So we've sort of taken all the best parts of all of our Bugaboo Prams and we've merged them into the ultimate comfort stroller. So some of the new features you're looking at there is you've got the advanced breezy panel in the front.
So that's this guy here.
Yep, and then just at the front of the bassinet, there's going to be another paneling there as well. So you've got ventilation going throughout the bassinet.
I see. So in winter, I can pull this down, and then in summer, for breathability, we can bring it back up.
Yeah, exactly. We've got an all new exciting colour range as well.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I love this.
Thank you. You've got the extra soft fabric there as well. So it now is a softer 600D fabric.
Yep.
You've got
it feels lovely.
Oh, sorry. You've got the extra soft padding on all the points of the harness as well.
Oh yes, on the seat over here.
On the seat, so there's added padding onto all points of the harness there.
And I love the 5-point harness because it means, like, if you've got a wiggly toddler, you can just clip them in one by one. You don't have to try and kind of juggle getting the shoulder straps and the waist straps in at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the belly bar.
And we've got a new graphite coloured chassis frame as well, and that's now available.
So this one we're showing you guys today is the black, and the graphite is similar. It's kind of got that matte feel to it, but it's more of a sort of steely grey.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, the Fox 3 is still going to weigh in at the 9.9 kilos. And then, of course, you're still able to do that one-piece fold with the bassinet on there as well.
Lovely. And so what I might do, I might just show maybe swapping it over so that the folks at home can see. So we've got that bassinet. It's going to come off nice and easily. And then when you're ready to put your seat on, you can have it facing back towards you, the parent, or out towards the world. And Casey, is that going to fold with the seat in both directions?
Yeah, definitely. Or fold with the seat facing in either direction. All you need to do is just pop the seat in line with the frame.
In line with the frame. So we're going to take that one down like that.
Yeah, perfect.
So we've got the extendable handlebar as well. So for all those tall parents out there, or shorties like me. And then I'm always going to put that brake on to fold my stroller. And that's just going to walk up into place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice and easy because you can hear the click when it's locking into place.
And that's going to stand on its own.
Yeah.
Nice and easy for storage, hey?
Yeah, it's perfect.
And then this has got the extra one click to kind of get it into a really flat position, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I'm just going to roll that one back out there. And so the canopy, when you change from your bassinet, when your baby's kind of 4 to 6 months old and ready to sit in the toddler seat, that canopy is going to transition over, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's the same canopy we're using for the bassinet that we'll be using for the seat as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'll just show the folks at home just how easy it is to turn that seat around. So depending on whether you're wanting to connect with Bub or whether they're wanting to face out towards the world, or I guess maybe even the sun is maybe changing direction, you can change that seat around and be really adaptable.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are the kind of accessories that you might want to use on your Bugaboo pram?
Yeah, so we've got heaps of accessories there as well. Your Fox 3 has those really easy to use integrated attachment points on the points of the frame. So you've got a really beautiful seamless connection there as well. So
like the cup holder, for example, that's going to go straight on.
Yeah, so we've got a cup holder, we've got a wheel board, we've got snack trays, we've got breezy liners, foot muffs. You've got transport bags if you are traveling with your pram, and there's heaps more there as well that can be found over on your website.
I'm sure everybody would like to be getting back and doing some more traveling,
100%.
myself included. So I think that's a really great rundown of the Fox 3, and I love this beautiful new fabric. It's really stunning. What if you have 2 kids and probably the wheelboard's not something you're wanting to look at?
Yeah, so we do have the Bugaboo Donkey 3, which is our double pram that will actually grow with you.
So let me just, the brake was off already. So that's this guy here, right?
Yeah, that's that guy there. So with your Donkey 3, it's starting off as a single pram, so what we're calling the mono. It's going to function as a single pram until you need to turn it into the double. So as a single, it's only 60 centimeters in width, which is the exact same width as the Fox 3 you have there as well.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's just got that added 10 kilo storage on that side luggage basket there. With that one, you'll get 1 bassinet fabric and 1 seat fabric. So that's how it would function as a single. When you did need to turn it into a double, you have 2 options there as well.
I think I've got the seat behind me, but I'm not going to attach it today.
You're fine.
But I think that gives the folks at home a really good indication of how that's going to be a really good opportunity for their family if they're going out with more than one.
Yeah. When it is in a double, I will just mention it's only 74 centimeters in width. So it's still going to fit through your standard doorway, but both your bubs are going to be next to each other, which is a really nice feature. Yeah,
that's amazing. That's really cool. And then just quickly, I guess, you want to just touch on maybe the other things that are in the Bugaboo range?
In terms of the prams?
Yeah, so I know I've got the little bee hiding behind here, so I thought we might just touch on him while we're here. So here's our cute, urban inner city pram.
Yeah, so your bee is sort of your city-based pram. You've got 4 small wheels there with all spring-loaded suspension. So it is going to be more so for smoother surfaces, but it does have those suspension in the frame as well. So it'll still take the bounces. It's just not as all-terrain as, say, your Fox or your Chameleon.
Great. Oops, and that's the break in the middle. So I think, Casey, we might wrap it up there.
Yeah.
I think we've done a nice job for everybody at home, introducing them to the Bugaboo range, the brand, what it stands for, how it's going to make families' lives easier to get out and about with Bub, and showing off the Fox 3 for the first time. I'm really excited.
Yes, I'm really excited as well.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to shoot them through. Casey can answer them. We can help answer them for you. If you've got any comments, leave them below.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks so much. So before we head over to UPPAbaby, I've got a quick surprise for you. Anyone who purchases a Fox 3 during September will also get an accessories pack, including the Bugaboo cup holder, the grey melange Bugaboo organizer, which goes onto your pram seamlessly and will go into the shops with you. And you'll also get a misty grey Bugaboo Breezy sun canopy. And that's going to be perfect for walks with Bub in summer when it's hot outside. Thanks so much for tuning in. Jess here from Baby Village. Today I'm talking to Vanessa from UPPAbaby. Welcome, Vanessa.
Hey Jess, thank you.
So this is pretty exciting. We are bringing UPPAbaby to everyone who can't get into store to see us or out to an expo because there's none happening for obvious reasons at the moment. So we just want to go through everything about UPPAbaby and why someone considering it, what they need to know and how it's going to help them and their family as they adapt and change. So we might start with a little bit about UPPAbaby and sure. Why it's become so popular in Australia.
Okay, so we launched UPPAbaby in 2012 and we've come so far with the brand since then. So I believe it's taken Australia by storm because it is such a stylish, beautiful looking pram, but not only, it's extremely practical. It's well priced and it's a premium brand. So I believe it ticks all the boxes for all the consumers out there that are wanting to get a pram that's absolute value for money.
Yep, I totally agree. I love the stylings on the UPPAbaby, and I think each time they bring out a new fashion, it's like just a step up on what was there already.
100%.
And so Ness, tell me, like obviously the Vista is like the key pram. Obviously there's the Cruise V2 and Vista V2. At Baby Village, obviously the Vista V2 is the more popular pram. Do you want to kind of walk us through some of the features and why somebody would make the decision to get the Vista?
Sure. You know, there is the two. So we've got the Cruise, which is our single pram. And, you know, you get the consumers out there that'll be like, oh, I'm not sure. I don't want to even think more than one child and no, I just want the one baby. So the Cruise is absolutely perfect for that consumer. Then you've got your Vista. So your Vista is our single pram, Jess, that converts to our double pram. So as a single pram, it has actually very similar features and benefits, if not the same, as the Cruise. But the Vista has the ability to convert to a double pram. So if you're a parent that's like, okay, it's my first baby, I'm thinking maybe I will go down the track and have a second child, then it's the perfect pram for you. Also, people are choosing the Vista if they're only wanting and not even thinking of any more children, because it's got that little bit bigger wheel structure and it's got that little bit bigger ability and basket. You actually can, it ticks all the boxes for a single pram that, as I say, can convert to the double.
It is an enormous basket.
Enormous
basket.
Enormous.
So you can see I've got the double set up here behind me. So this is with obviously newborn at the front, which you want your lightest person there so you can kick up curbs easily. We've got our toddler seat here at the top. You're going to have a nice conversation with your toddler. You can also turn them around and face them out. But I've just put on the upper adapters here just to show everyone at home that if you are sort of, you know, like wanting that connection with baby, you can actually lift your bassinet up without even it being needed to be a double pram. And you can still drive that around as a single. But now you've got kind of, you know, just much more closer access to baby. So
perfect.
I like that as a feature too.
And you know what, Jess, it's actually great being able to have the bassinet elevated for those mums that have had C-sections.
Of course.
So they're not bending over to pick up their baby. And also it gives that mum or dad eye contact, closer eye contact within the bassinet that's elevated.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can do the same with the toddler seat, obviously. So 100%. If you've got those upper adapters on, and then I'm just going to fold this guy. And just show the folks at home. Again, it's so easy. Like, look how kind of simple that is. And if you extend out that handlebar a little bit, that's going to stand on its own. So if you've got that behind the door at home in your laundry, or you've got it in the boot of your car, you're still going to be able to fit lots of other things.
Absolutely.
It does have that little safety latch there that you just need to do before you walk that pram out. And then Ness, do you want to just maybe quickly run through a couple of the accessories that people might like to think about if they do go down the UPPAbaby path?
Sure. So we've got quite a few accessories actually, which have meets everyone's different needs. So we've got your cup holder, which is a necessity, I believe. So you've got your cup holder. We've got a snug seat.
And that's just going to click onto the frame, right? Oops, a daisy.
Yep.
There it goes.
There we go. Yep, got it. Perfect.
Click that onto the frame.
Yep. Now, Jess, we've got the snug seat. So
Yes.
the snug seat is an accessory, but our actual, that's the one, our actual toddler seats are, well, the top seat is from 6 months to 23 kilos. But by popping the snug seat in the actual seat, it allows the top seat, the toddler seat, and actually the rumble seat, the second seat on the Vista, to be used from birth.
Right.
So that's
okay, great. So if you don't want to use the bassinet necessarily,
That's
you
right.
can just go in with your cushion.
Popping out and about, or you're just going to the supermarket and you don't want to be using the bassinet, you can pop the snug seat in, which allows the pram to be used from birth. We've also got snack trays. So we've got a snack tray that when your bubba gets a little bit older, we can put the snack tray on instead of the bumper bar. And that allows the child to, you know, have a nibble at some little fruits or whatever they've got as they're actually in keeping them busy as you're out and about.
Lovely.
The next thing, we've got a parent organizer. So our parent organizer slips onto the back of the handlebar.
It's nice and easy.
Yep, beautiful. So that has a little zipper in it that you can pop any valuables in.
Beautiful.
You can put your water in it, your mobile phone, your wallet. So it's just a nice, lightweight little organizer that will be a great accessory. We've also got now some snazzy pram liners. So pram liners are great to protect the durability of your seat. So as your children get a little bit older, they're going to get a little bit messier. Even if as a baby, if you've got a little chucky baby that has a little accident every now and again and has a little bit sick, at least you've got the pram liner. It's all machine washable. We've got beautiful colors to match whatever fashion you choose for the UPPAbaby. Now we've got the travel bag. I know we're probably not using the travel bag a lot at the moment, but it's great. And it has a warranty involved with that as well. And coming winter, we're going into spring now, but coming winter, we've got the ganoche. And that's just like a winter snug seat, a really cozy that slips into your either cruise or Vista and allows your baby to stay warm.
Lovely. Well, Vanessa, it's been absolutely brilliant talking to you today. Thank you so much for giving the folks at home a lovely rundown on UPPAbaby and in particular the Vista pram and the features and benefits of it. We are going to wrap it up there and I'm going to move on to our next guest. So thank you so much for joining us, and if anybody's got any questions for Vanessa, please leave them in the comments below and we can answer them as we go.
Awesome. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
So I've got a great offer for you during our birthday sale of September. If you purchase an UPPAbaby Vista V2, you will also get the organizer and cup holder, which I've neatly tucked away here, included in your purchase. So that's $150 worth of value when you buy the Vista in September. Hey everyone, thanks if you've just joined us. Jess here from Baby Village, and I'm so excited to introduce you to Lucas, who's representing Joolz this evening. Lucas, hi.
Hello, Jess.
So I thought we might start off by an introduction to Joolz, the brand, because while it is one of my favourite brands for what they stand for, a lot of people won't really know the background.
A beautiful brand out of the Netherlands in Europe, and make a big focus on sustainability, using a lot of sustainable fabrics in their products. They offer a lifetime warranty and also plant a tree in their Joolz birth forest for every stroller that they sell. So the other really quirky thing that they do is the boxes are reusable and you can reconstruct them into a mobile. And there are instructions on the box. So a really nice nod to the environment, which is trending at the moment.
It certainly is, and I think it's a really nice thing to be able to sort of contribute back with purchases that you make. Certainly as you set up for baby, there's a lot of purchasing that families will do, so it's nice to know that, yeah, there's sort of a way to give back and to be mindful and sustainable with those purchases.
Totally. And look, the one thing I probably should mention about Joolz, they do everything beautifully, down to the finest detail, the leatherette handlebars, their stitching detail, the detail on the wheels. It's meticulous and commands, you know, a price for a really good reason. It's quality.
I totally agree. And I think at the same time as being premium and representing that high fashion style, I think it represents really good value. Obviously, I've got the brand new Joolz Hub Plus in front of me. It is one in a range of Joolz prams, as you can probably see behind me. So I'm going to dive into the detail of this for the folks at home, because I think it actually represents probably one of the best offerings available in the compact pram category. So if you're looking at broader prams, you've got prams for 2, so inline and side-by-side doubles. You've got full-size strollers that will typically come with a bassinet, and then you've got much more compact strollers that might fit on an airplane or in the back of the car. Joolz Hub Plus has just come out this year, and as you can see from the size of me and the pram, it's a nice compact pram. And I think one of the things that I really love about it is that it's newborn ready. So with the brand new cocoon accessory that's just come out into Australia this year, and although it does have this boot cover, you can certainly use it for a summer baby as well, because it comes in 2 pieces. So you've got this nice piece that zips off and you can see the lovely jersey fabric inside. There's a little panel that zips open for ventilation around the feet. So I think they're really important features. But like I was saying, so for your newborn, you've got this lovely inner cocoon. So the harness straps will come through that, but you can use it for a summer baby as well. So Joolz Hub Plus has like a full lay flat here. So that means that, yes, it is newborn ready for you. It has the handlebar that will come off completely, but it's rotational. And then the brilliant thing with this is that this pram is going to take you from birth right through to kind of a walking, talking toddler. So it has adjustable seat, adjustable footrest, so that's going to provide you with really nice ergonomics as your toddler's ready to get in and out themselves. But the nifty thing is it has a reversible seat. And I think everything with Joolz, which I love, is just so seamless and easy. So you just turn that one around and it'll slide back into place. And then the canopy is fully extendable and again has like really nice breathability. So unlike some other prams where you have to switch out a canopy if you're wanting to get that nice summer breezy version, it's totally built in.
Looks great. You know what, the basket on a compact pram is actually quite big. I think that's something for the hub. It's like a big stroller that's just been shrunk down, but does everything that the big one does, like with all-wheel suspension. And I know you love this stroller, but yeah, and we're sick of seeing black and grey everywhere, right? This thing is beautiful in green.
Yeah, it's a really nice fresh green. And I think one of the other things that I love about this pram is its compact fold. So it'll fold down basically onto itself, and Joolz recommends you click these out so that you don't break them. But it's a standing fold. So I kept that behind my laundry door. Doesn't take up much room. You can shove it in the boot, and again, you've still got room for all the shopping.
Love it.
So this is my favourite in the Joolz lineup, but you have a different one, don't you?
I do. I'm probably partial to something a little bit smaller.
Oh, like me.
There you go.
So let's start then with the 6 months plus version.
Yeah, it's the Air.
That only weighs 6 and a bit kilos, yeah?
Yeah, 6.5 kilos. So it's made for carry-on, and this is Joolz. Wow, just flip it open like that, nice and easy. 6.5 kilos. It's a real winner in that travel compact class, but it's also a really fantastic downgrade from the big, heavier, bulkier strollers, because a lot of parents just go, hey, the big pram is just too much. and you know, you could wear it like a handbag. It now also offers a foldable bassinet, and so you can have this.
Wait, did you say foldable?
Folding?
No, I mean like you can fold it with the bassinet on.
I thought I was inventing words. Show them.
Let me just put this down for a seamless fold.
I mean, how good is that?
It's brilliant.
This is why I love this stroller. It's just innovation at its finest for me.
And it's so light still.
Super light, really nice Joolz finishes. It's the air, and I love it. I should say about the Hub Plus, which is so important, you can only buy it in one place in Australia.
That's right. It's with Baby Village. Thank you for reminding me to tell the folks at home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys do such a great job of the Joolz brand, and I know you love the Hub Plus, so why not?
Thank you, Lucas. Well, look, thank you so much for your time this evening and for giving the folks at home a view into the Joolz brand and how it might fit in nicely with their lifestyle. Awesome.
Good to see you, Jess.
So I've got a really special offer for you from Joolz this evening. If you purchase the Hub Plus the cocoon at $9.99 or the Hub Plus without the cocoon for $8.99, during our birthday sale, so from tonight through to the end of September, you've got the opportunity to win the price of your stroller back. So jump online, add that Hub to your cart, and you'll be so happy. Also, a really quick mention, we have a lucky door prize that we will be drawing at the end of this evening. So I encourage you to stick around, and thanks to everyone who registered for that prize. Hi everyone, if you're just tuning in, Jess here at Baby Village, and I'm joined by Robbie from Babyzen, and tonight we're going to tell you everything you need to know about the Babyzen YOYO. Robbie, welcome.
Hi, how are you, Jess and everybody?
Yeah, I think it's interesting times at the moment, so we're trying to adapt and be flexible and bring the information to everyone, so I appreciate you joining us online tonight.
My pleasure.
So do you want to give us a little rundown on the Babyzen brand and how the YOYO came to be?
Yeah, absolutely. I think like Babyzen, like a lot of brands, tried big chunky strollers and realized that the whole market doesn't like to be lifting heavy objects and taking over the boot of their car and everything. So with a sort of a miracle patent, they came up with this folding mechanism. So they turn a very tall and very big stroller into a midget-sized piece and hence taken over the market. So number one, you can see Jess folding it there in about 2 seconds and easily carrying it with one hand. So it's only 6.2 kilos. So there's nothing that folds the same way as the YOYO. It folds compact, it folds fast, and then bang, straight out. So if you're in the rain or you're coming out of your car or off a tram or bus or anything like that, you can open it up within a couple of different seconds. So that's how the functionality works. It's really quick. Everyone loves that. That's why it's been the market leader. But obviously it has a lot of other different features which everyone needs for everyday use. So, you know, you're taking it in and out of your car and through a cafe and through a shop and all these different places that people use every day in the park. And you can, because it's so light, it is a breeze to stroll. So you can stroll for a long period of time or over the curb or in and out of the cafe, you know, between shopping aisles and all those sorts of things. It's a good height.
Yeah.
Straight away you can see.
I think that's one thing that we were talking about. Sorry, I cut you off. I was just going to say, you mentioned the cafe, and I think that's a brilliant point, is to say that because of the way that the handlebar is designed, you can really tuck that out of the way and you can push this chair right up to the table and then you're not in anybody's way. It doesn't even look like a stroller at this point, it just looks like a chair. So I think that that's like a really nifty little feature that may be overlooked if you didn't know about it.
Absolutely. And you know, the good news is, you know, a lot of people try and define different categories for strollers, but this stroller can be used in just about every single use, and that's why it is the everyday stroller. So you can use it from newborn, and there's 3 different modes you can use. You can use it with a car seat. We sell adapters for Maxi-Cosi or the Nuna and other products fit the product. You have the soft newborn nest, which folds flat exactly the same way as the current yo-yo. It's all the same. Everything is the same one frame. And then you also have the hard bassinet, which can be attached as well. And that's, for people who are cruising around and want the baby to be, in the most comfortable scenario. They can see their baby when they're actually doing the long walks and strolling around shopping and things like that. So you have all that, and then you go right through the whole lifelong part of the stroller, where if you needed to travel, there's nothing like it to travel. People do talk about it as a travel pram because it fits the first one and the only IATA approved stroller that I know of that can go into overhead cabin baggage, only being 6.2 kilos and fitting all the correct dimensions. And then obviously you have other attachments and accessories that can be used with it as well.
So this is like if you've got newborn and then a toddler who's already out and walking. And I think one of the brilliant things about the way that Babyzen create their accessories is they're just so easy to attach, and then you're on the go with that board.
Absolutely. There's also, a lot of questions get asked about, does the stroller recline? Yes, it does. It has a very deep recline. I think it's about 150 degrees. So it's great for sleeping. All the accessories, including the bassinet, the newborn nest, the seat pad itself, they're all padded, and the shoulder strap is padded. So they're all very comfortable too. So, your baby, you see it all the time. Baby's falling asleep. They can sit upright or right down.
Yep.
And that's done with a strap. So it's very quick to be able to recline and incline as well. And then you have, with a smaller stroller, you don't always have as much space as you have with the bigger strollers for shopping. And people do, as we know, try to put all their shopping on the shopping handle and their laptops and everything like that, which can be dangerous. Babyzen have got apart from their fantastic patented folding mechanism, they've got a great shopping bag, which is 40 litres, can take 10 kilos, and that sits right at the bottom of the pram. It sits on another wheel, so the weight is actually nearly on the ground. It transfers through the wheel, so you don't have any worries about tipping when you're using that shopping bag, and it gives you that extra space. It's already, for a small stroller, it's already got good space, and it can access it from the front and the back.
So that's that shopping bag there. I'll just show you, and it's kind of like a bit of a duffel bag. You could take that to the beach. You can put whatever you need into it, and it does have that extra wheel at the back there.
Yep.
So, and I think then probably the newest release of accessories that Babyzen have is just come out this year, and it's pretty innovative and it's quite unique, and it's called the Babyzen YOYO Connect.
Yes.
Which again just uses the same connection point, which is just so brilliantly clever.
Yeah. So the Connect, for those who haven't seen it yet, it is incredibly easy to maneuver. I mean, the mechanics are amazing. You can push it around, spin it around on its axis without even having to try. So it'll go, 360 degrees, being able to push it one-handed. It's all tremendous. And there's 5 configurations that you can use with the Connect. So you can have the 6-month plus setup at the front and the back. You can have the 2 bassinets, front and back. Or you could have the bassinet at the front or the back with the 6 plus. So you can move them around, whichever suits, if you want the older child to recline, or if you want to have the bassinet close to you. And you can attach the car seat to the regular yo-yo stroller as well. So there's 5 different configurations with that, which means that the yo-yo has grown with the families. A lot of people are having kids a little bit close together instead of carrying around 2 strollers. And it means that both those strollers too can be carried into overhead cabin baggage, because they both meet all the same criteria to be able to take it on board an airplane if you want that particular mode. Or they can both sit in the front seat or the back seat because they fold so well.
It's brilliant, and it's obvious that Babyzen are a really forward-thinking, innovative brand. So I'm really pleased that you've been able to give a snapshot to our viewers about why it can be such a versatile everyday stroller for families, no matter what size they are.
Can I just, one last thing, Jess, is that it is rated to 22 kilos for one stroller, and we test to 25 kilos at all the road testing. And we're one of the very few companies to give a 2-year worldwide guarantee. So we're in 80 odd countries around the world. If you are traveling anywhere, we service you at all the different retailers and also the distributors. And So that's 2 years worldwide. We've never even had a frame break. So it's amazing. We we can put adults in these.
I would jump in it myself, but I've got no one to push me, Robbie.
Absolutely.
Well, look, thank you so much for taking the time out of your night tonight to join us and to talk to families about why this could be the perfect addition to them. If you guys have got any questions, drop them in the comments below. We're here to answer them for you. And as always, we're available. So, Robbie, thank you again for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Jess, and thanks, Baby Village.
Thank you. So I think Robbie was pretty convincing as to why the Babyzen represents really fantastic value and is an everyday stroller. We have a great deal for you. So we have the Babyzen cup holder, which is going to come with any purchase, whether you purchase the traditional Babyzen, whether you're going with a newborn bassinet or the Connect option, that is going to be yours for free. So jump on and add the yo-yo to your cart. Thanks for those of you who've just tuned in, or for those of you who've been with me since the start. Just a reminder, Jess from Baby Village. Today I'm joined by Susan from ErgoBaby. Welcome, Susan.
Hello, thanks Jess for having us.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful having you on tonight. So maybe we can just start for the folks at home, because the reason we're doing this is no one can get into stores at the moment. There's no expos on, so we're trying to bring as much information out to as many people as we can. So maybe if you could just start with a little bit about ErgoBaby brand and the philosophy, and I think that's a good jumping off point.
Yeah, certainly. So the brand's been around since 2002. The first ErgoBaby carrier was made by a mother called Karen Frost. She obviously, you know, as all mothers do, they're shopping around for the best of the best, and she just couldn't find a carrier that fit her requirements, which was obviously comfort as well as ergonomics. And so with her design background, she developed the very first ErgoBaby carrier. We're very excited. We have over 30 carriers now in the range across 5 different categories. And I guess, you know, ErgoBaby is all about ergonomics. We have a massive, strong focus on ergonomics, hence the name ErgoBaby.
Yep, that makes sense.
The carriers, you know, they're designed for safety and comfort. We want to make mum or dad or carers' lives easier, you know, and hands-free. We're all very busy, and you know, this is a solution to hopefully help parents be able to get on with life as easily as possible. So ErgoBaby is a multi-award winning brand. We've won so many global awards, and that's really exciting for us. And just recently, we won the My Child Gold Award for Best Carrier on the Market. So very, very exciting.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent.
I think the other great thing about ErgoBaby is that all our carriers are hip dysplasia approved. Great support for babies' hip development. And, you know, ErgoBaby are innovative. I think they're forward-thinking, always looking for the next best thing. And I think the 2 most recent releases that we have can clearly demonstrate that. Obviously, the Heirloom, which is
Heirloom, yep.
Yeah, all about sustainability. So ticking that really great low carbon footprint. It's made of post-consumer recyclable water bottles, and 26 of those went into this carrier, which is great. It's all made in one piece, so less fabric, which means less wastage, and it's the lightest carrier on the market. So
it's, you know, really light, actually. Yeah,
light, under a kilo, which is great.
That's
so
beautiful.
You know, this carrier is, you know, first of its class. It's won innovation awards already, and you know, we look at the Omni Breeze, which we've also just released, and you'll see that there's massive improvements across the carriers, you know, compared to where I think the Omni Cool Air Mesh, which is our class leading carrier, the Omni Breeze is just stepping it up another notch.
So that's these 2 here. So this is Omni 360, which has been in the market for a while. I actually used that one myself. I love the sliding positioners. So I know, like, previous to that, the Omni had buttons, and I think that this is a much easier transition. I know the Omni Breeze is designed similarly, but they're maybe a little bit more hidden from view, so more aesthetically pleasing. But they're the
Definitely.
two carriers side by side, and you can certainly see the difference in sort of like it's less bulky and it's a little bit more slimline.
Yeah. And that was the idea behind the carrier. We wanted something that almost molded to mum or dad's body, you know, less fabric, more streamlined, sleeker look. And you definitely get that with the Omni Breeze. Yep. And you can see definitely positioning of those sliders behind the carrier now. It's just given the carrier more a lift almost, you know. It's made it a little bit less daggy and a little bit more fashionable.
I feel like it's a bit more active as well. I know a lot of people out now at the moment, it's more active. Yeah. We're out and about a lot more, so it's nice to have that breathability.
Definitely.
And I think, Susan, maybe as we sort of just wrap up our session together, just a really quick point on maybe like what the key benefit to baby wearing is, because I think while it's great to have a look at the products and everything, that's probably the kind of key thing as to why we might go ahead with a carrier.
Definitely. I think one of the biggest things is that it does strengthen your bond with your baby. You know, you're close to your baby. It's that contact, you know, they're at the same eye level as you. They're hearing you. They're feeling you. And all of that brings about a lot of calmness. And if we have a calm baby, we have a baby that's ready to learn as well. So,
and a calm mum, I must say.
Definitely. And a calm mum, that's always a bonus, definitely. And it means that mum can get things done, you know, especially at the moment with these lockdowns, we're finding baby wearing has just lifted itself significantly. We've got parents who are using their baby carriers while they're grocery shopping because it means that baby's close to them and therefore protected. Other parents are going out for active walks, you know, getting out of the house and, you know, keeping fit, and having baby on you is a little bit of extra weight. So you can burn those kilos a little bit quicker.
Extra workout, absolutely.
Definitely. And the other area I think is also helping with older siblings. You know, if you've got your hands free, you've actually got time to be able to engage with your older siblings, whether it's home learning or reading a book or playing with them, you know, just the simple things. Getting dinner prepared. You know, there's so many benefits for baby wearing, and we are seeing the trend grow more and more every day.
Well, Susan, thank you so much for your time this evening. It's been really wonderful getting an insight into the ErgoBaby brand and the products and how they can transform parents' lives. I know it's really daunting as we journey into parenthood, so knowing that there's products and people out there to support us, I think makes all the difference.
Thank you so much for having me, Jess. It's been a pleasure.
Lovely. Thank you.
Have a nice night.
Moving right on, so viewers at home, stay with us. Thanks, Susan.
Thanks, Jess. Have a good night.
So ErgoBaby have got a great offer for our viewers tonight. For the first 50 purchases of the ErgoBaby Omni 360 Air Mesh Carrier, you'll get a complimentary teething bib, and that's going to protect your carrier from little baby's drool. Thank you for everyone who's just tuned in, and for those who've been with us since the beginning. As a reminder, I'm Jess from Baby Village, and tonight I'm joined by Pete from Maxi-Cosi. Pete, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So just to give everyone a bit of a heads up, on the back seat here in our shop, we have set up the Maxi-Cosi Vita Pro 0 to 4 car seat, and we also have the Maxi-Cosi Miko Plus infant capsule. And I'm going to get Pete to start by telling us a little bit about Maxi-Cosi, the brand, their philosophy, what they stand for, and then we might dive in and have a little look at the products.
Okay. Thanks, Jess. So the core values at Maxi-Cosi is safety, style, comfort, and ease of use. So these are our core values at Maxi-Cosi that we work to deliver every day. So why Maxi-Cosi? We engage.
Maxi-Cosi.
Yeah, why Maxi-Cosi? We engage with parents all the time to use their insights to help develop our product. We have a diverse range of product. So it's for every stage of a child's development, and we have different price points as well, without compromising on safety, features, and quality.
And I think obviously Maxi-Cosi in Australia particularly is very, very, very well known for car seats, but you do branch out outside of just car seats, don't you?
Yes, we do. We've got a range of prams and home gear as well. And we do Tiny Love. We've got Mother's Choice, but we also range, which you can find at Baby Village.
Baby Village, yes. So Pete, why don't we just have a little look at like the Maxi-Cosi Miko Plus and sort of talk to parents about why they might choose this as their sort of first car seat for their babies.
Okay, so the Miko Plus is Australia's #1 selling capsule. It's really easy to use. It does come in 2 parts. You've got the capsule itself, and then you have the base. And you can actually get multiple bases if you've got 2 cars. So you can just go from car to car just by using the capsule. So I said, thanks, Jess. You just take it off. It's very lightweight as well.
Yeah, it really is. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's compatible with a lot of strollers, isn't it?
Around about 95% of stroller brands out there. So good friends at UPPAbaby and Joolz.
We've seen Bugaboo tonight as well.
Yes, that's it. Yep. Fitted with that cool baby wicking fabric because it's going to keep your baby nice and cool, and it's got little magnetic harness holders in there to just for don't get arms and legs tangled up. So it's really easy to use. Yeah.
And then the Vita Pro, Pete, obviously takes children from birth all the way through to 4 years of age. So obviously rearward facing. It's going to give you a longer rearward facing than obviously an infant capsule. So if that's kind of more what you're looking for, and then obviously it turns around to forward face for toddler up until sort of year 4, but based on shoulder height marker.
That's right. Yeah, the Vita Pro is actually Maxi-Cosi's most compact, comfortable and safest seat that we have to date. Yeah. So
yeah, and it's very nice looking too.
Yeah, it is. It is, really is, and it's feature packed. So it's got your safety shield in it for around the head.
Yep.
And when we've got our safety on the G cell as well.
So Pete, I think if we wanted to leave our viewers at home with sort of one resounding thing about why they would choose Maxi-Cosi as their preferred car seat for their children, what do you think that would be?
We're innovative brand. We're always first to market. We love what we do. It's all about safety for us. Yeah. We're market leading.
I think that's really important. I think it gives our customers a sense of assurance when they're purchasing, that we're always there for them. So encourage anyone online tonight to leave any questions for Pete or myself in the comments below, and we can answer those for you as we go.
Okay. Yep, that's great. Thanks, Jess.
Pete, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it, and I will see you soon. Everybody stay on. We have got more.
Thank you. All right, bye.
Okay everyone, if you purchase a Maxi-Cosi Vita Pro car seat or Miko Plus car seat from tonight until the end of September, you are going to receive a deluxe baby car seat mirror from Maxi-Cosi and also their backseat organizer, which I have a toddler. I know that this is brilliant. You're going to want this, so grab yourself a Maxi-Cosi. Hey everyone, thanks for joining if you've just tuned in. Otherwise, thank you for being with us from the beginning. My name's Jess and we're here at Baby Village tonight. We are talking to Camille from, sorry Camille, correct me if I pronounce this wrong, but I'm going to say Stokke?
Yeah, it's pronounced Stokke. Correct.
Stokke, there you go, beautiful. So Camille is from Stokke and she's going to give us a rundown on the brand philosophy, I think as a nice introduction to anybody who's tuning in and getting ready for their journey into parenthood.
Yeah, so Stokke is a Norwegian brand that was founded in 1932. And basically, Stokke have been combining their passion for Scandinavian design along with their ability to challenge the ordinary in order to produce these beautiful products that bring children closer to their parents. And that's what their philosophy is about, is bringing children closer to their parents and nurturing family bonding, because from that closeness, that fosters empowerment and development.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I actually own the Tripp Trapp myself, and so my son has grown from newborn all the way through to his baby set, and now he's a fully fledged toddler running up and down the corridors, getting in and out of his Tripp Trapp himself. But I really feel that it's been that kind of product that really has developed that closeness. You know, he's been up at the dining table having meals with us really since the beginning, and I think that it's really nice to kind of have that family bonding.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've got the Tripp Trapp in front of me, so why don't we just have a little chat about that? So we obviously just kind of briefly ran through what it does, but maybe you can give us a little bit more information.
Yeah, of course. So the Tripp Trapp chair is definitely Stokke's most popular and iconic chair. There's been over 12 million units sold worldwide for the past 48 years. It's manufactured in Europe, so it's made from solid beech wood, and it comes in over 10 different colours. So like you can see on the wall behind you, you're sure to find a colour that suits the interiors of your home, whether you want to stay a bit more conservative and neutral or a bit more fun. And the chair, Tripp Trapp chair, is a chair that grows with your child, and it's a chair for life. So as you said, it can be used from newborn all the way up to adulthood. It holds adults up to 136 kilos. And so there's three, I guess, main stages of the Tripp Trapp chair. The first one is 0 to 6 months, for which you'll need the newborn sets. The second stage is 6 months to 3 years old, for which you'll need the baby set and the optional tray. And then the third stage is 3 years and onwards for life, really.
Onwards, yep. And as you said, it comes in lots of colours and it has lots of accessories. So the cushions, we've got the honeycomb cushion here, but there are tons of different colours. So as well as like matching the chair to your furniture, you can you know, customize the chair. So if you have baby number 1 or baby number 2, they can have their sort of own individual style.
Yeah, for sure. There's always new accessories and new cushion patterns coming out. There's different cushions for different uses. So if you just want to use the cushion in the baby set, there's a baby cushion. Otherwise, there's the classic cushion, which you can use both in the baby set and in the chair as a toddler. And yeah, as I said, they're always updating new patterns. So always keep an eye out to upgrade your accessories. The newborn set behind you only comes in the grey colour, but that one you can use for 0 to 6 months. It's got two angles, so you've got the flat angle there for when they're resting or napping, and then there's also the active angle for when they're awake and they want to interact with the family. Yeah, they've also got safety indicators on the side to make sure that the parents know if it's put on properly on the chair, and that just gives really good ergonomics for both the child and the parents. You don't have to bend up and down. You can reach your child at your level, and they're obviously really close to you at all times.
Yeah, actually interesting with the newborn, I quite often recommend it for families if they've got big dogs and, you know, like they're wanting something like a Bjorn bouncer or something, but that typically will sit on the floor. Having the newborn set, which is so plush and still has like the little toy bar that you can attach something entertaining to, it actually just gives you that peace of mind that they're up off the floor.
Yeah, exactly. You've got free hands, you can move around the house, do your chores, take care of the other children or dogs. Yeah.
Now, Camille, I think that's a really awesome overview of the Tripp Trapp, and I think it gives our viewers a really good insight into, you know, like why that might be a perfect addition to their household for their new baby. I want to really quickly touch on just the Xplory X, which has obviously just come out this year. Again, obviously in the philosophy of Stokke, bringing your child up high to you. We sort of don't have a huge amount of time to run through it, but just if you want to give us a couple of quick pointers, I think that would be really beneficial.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, Xplory X has just launched a few months ago, so it's just landed. It's won the best of the best Red Dot Design Awards for 2021. It comes in 5 different colours, so you've got the modern grey there. There's also a rich black, a ruby red, a blue and also golden yellow. And the main, I guess, improvements or changes from the previous version Xplory 6 to this one Xplory X is the adjustable footrest, which can be adjusted in 3 different positions, so that your child's legs are always supported. That's something that Stokke have reintroduced. Also, the whole textiles and fabrics of the pram, that's just got a new, totally high quality, premium, buttery, soft feel to them. The textiles are actually made from recyclable materials. It's water repellent and UPF 50 plus protected as well for your little one. The little insert cushion inside of the seat is actually got a lot more padding and support, which is great for smaller babies for the first few months. Yeah, so comfortable. The harness is also one hand full release now. And the shopping bag is also the color that matches your pram. Previously for the Xplory 6, we had the black ones, but now we've got a shopping bag to match each color of the pram.
Beautiful. Thanks, Camille. That's a really great rundown. And if anybody's looking for more information, on our YouTube channel, actually, we do have a full review of the Xplory X just recently. But Camille, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. If anybody has any questions for Camille or myself, drop them in the comments below and we will do our very best to answer them for you. Otherwise, Camille, thank you very much. And for those of you at home, stay tuned for our next guest.
Thank you. See you.
Thanks. Bye. So our special offer for anyone interested in the Tripp Trapp chair bundle, which is going to be the chair, the plastic baby set for your 6 months plus, and the tray, which clips onto the baby set. Our exclusive deal is that you are the first 50 people to purchase that bundle are going to get the Easy Peasy mat that is designed specifically to go onto the tray. So it's a nice silicone mat, and that's the first 50 Tripp Trapp bundles. So thank you everyone who has just tuned in, or if you've been with us since the beginning. I'm Jess, we're here at Baby Village today, and tonight I'm speaking to Amanda from ErgoPouch. Amanda, welcome.
Thank you, it's lovely to be here.
So Amanda, why don't you start by giving our viewers a little bit of a history into maybe ErgoPouch, how it started, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So ErgoPouch was founded in 2009 by a Melbourne woman called Alina Sack. And Alina had her firstborn, Xavier, who was a terrible sleeper. He was just waking all through the night. She took him to sleep school and he failed sleep school, one of the very rare babies who fail sleep school. And she was really at her wit's end, and she noticed Xavier was getting quite tangled in his sleeping bag. At the time, he would wake up uncomfortable, tangled up. And Alina had a background in textile design and specifically in sportswear design. And she thought, if I can design Xavier a bag that worked with ergonomic design principles to work with the body, maybe he'll be more comfortable in sleep and maybe he won't wake up as much, fingers crossed. So she did just that, got out her sewing machine and designed what is now known as the sheeting bag. With ergonomic design principles, natural fibers, and I guess inbuilt functions to make it appropriate for Xavier's age and stage. And it wasn't the magic answer, but it did go a long way to helping Xavier settle and sleep for longer periods of time. So Alina made her friends and her mother's group a sleeping bag, and then they told their friends who told their friends, and before she knew it, she had a business case on her hands and started ErgoPouch in her garage. And then, 5 years later in 2013, ErgoPouch started distributing globally. And now fast forward to 2021, we're distributed globally in over 35 countries. We're Australia's most popular sleeping bag and stocked in over 500 stockists nationwide.
That's an amazing story, and it's funny actually. I think there's a lot of Australian brands that have started in a similar fashion. You know, there's a gap. The child doesn't respond to whatever is already available, and so there's something built and created and sold out of a garage, and then someone like a Baby Village will pick it up and help catapult that brand to, obviously in this case, the international stage.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I know, obviously, ErgoPouch is so well known for the cocoon and the sleeping bags. I know this year you've also launched some sheets, some tuck sheets and some fitted sheets. That's an exciting expansion to the brand. To the brand. Is there anything that you sort of want to touch on with that?
We have had a very exciting year with a lot of new product ranges launched. So back in May, we launched the first bedding collection. And while up till now, the range has really been focused on pouches and sleepwear that support the different ages and stages of sleep in the first 5 years, we really wanted to hone in on that transition time between I guess moving out of a cot, moving out of your pouches and moving into a big bed, because we kind of rip the Band-Aid off when we do it with our kids. And
totally.
For some, that's okay, but for others, they really struggle with that transition. And if it's your first child and you've not done it before, it can be a confusing time to navigate. So the first bedding collection comprises of a organic toddler pillow, appropriate for the size of a small child who is just starting out with the pillow as they transition into a big bed, and what we call our convertible cotton quilt, which is an organic cotton quilt that is made from and filled with GOT certified organic cotton, just like our pouches, and it's TOG rated. So it's designed to help parents understand, okay, I'm going from quite a controlled cot environment with a TOG rated pouch, but then I'm moving into a big bed where my child's going to kick off their blankets and get out and move around. How can I make sure they're still warm and comfortable? And how do I do this with products that are familiar to make that transition smoother? So our convertible cotton quilt starts out in what we call a demi size, where your toddler or preschooler uses it in conjunction with their pouches in a either a cot with the side down or a toddler bed. They get used to pulling up blankets and figuring out how to use them with their new toddler pillow. And then when we make that transition into a single bed, we just zip on another demi size to the existing one. And when we put the two demis together, it forms a full size single quilt. So not only are we making the transition easier for the toddler, we're also kind of making it easier on the wallet so that parents don't have to go out and buy, you know, a kind of toddler quilt or whatnot to train with, and then a bigger quilt later on. And being TOG rated, parents can choose to zip 2 TOG halves together. So they might choose a warm half and they use that half on top of their child in winter. And then they might also choose a light half, and then in summer they just switch it around and they use the light side on top of their child in the warmer months. So again, saving money.
ErgoPouch is just doing such amazing things in the sleep space, and I think these the quilts that you were talking about is such an innovative way to transition, as you say, from sleep bags into a big bed. As we approach spring, have you got any sort of tips on how we're dressing our babies for sleep?
Yeah, absolutely. So spring's a tricky one because it's what we call a trans-seasonal season, which means that the temperatures fluctuate so much. So it can be quite hard for parents to understand how to put their child down at bedtime early in the evening where it might be warmer, but then overnight it progressively gets cooler. So with every ErgoPouch comes a free room thermometer. So the key thing is that you're dressing your child to the room temperature and not the outdoor temperature. So pop the room thermometer in your bedroom. It will tell you what temperature the child's room is, and you simply follow the table that comes along with it to pick the combination of togs and layers you need to keep your child comfortable for that temperature. Another tip I have for parents out there with the trans-seasonal sleeping is when you pop your child down at night and it's a bit warmer, dress them in a lighter tog or with less layers. And then before you go to bed later on in the evening, try layering up. Use a product like our arm warmers to pop over your child's arms. It does up around the top of the sleeping bag, so you can put it on them without waking them up, and it'll give them that bit of extra warmth overnight that they might need to get through those cooler hours of the morning. And as we come into spring, another thing to be aware of is that this is the season for eczema and allergies. And we know that we see a lot of eczema flare-ups during spring in young children. So I would just caution parents, try not to overdress and overheat your child during sleep to really minimize the impact of any eczema flare-ups during spring. And organic natural fibers are so important for sleep because they do allow breathability, temperature regulation, as opposed to synthetic fibers, which are trapping heat and causing discomfort during sleep.
Wow, Amanda, I think you have just struck so many chords of gold in there. So thank you for all the tips for the parents out there who are trying to navigate their way through a difficult season. And thank you so much for taking the time out to join us this evening. It's really been brilliant talking to you. I'd love to extend the conversation. So hopefully we get to talk again.
Sounds good. I'd love to come back. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And for everyone watching, stay tuned. So I've got a great offer for you for any ErgoPouch purchase from tonight through to the end of September. You just need to buy 2 ErgoPouches in one transaction and you will go in the draw to win one of 30 of these cute little singlets. They do come in a range of colours, but these are the ones that we have got on offer. So make sure you get your ErgoPouch purchase through, and we look forward to sending these out to 30 lucky winners. Thanks for anyone who's just joined us, or if you've been with us since the start. I'm Jess. We're here at Baby Village tonight, and I have Rachel joining us from Love to Dream. Rachel, how are you?
Hi, Jess. I'm great. How are you going today?
Yeah, not too bad actually, thank you. I think this is our first time doing an event like this, and I think so far it's brilliant actually. We've been able to get so much information out to parents when they need it the most.
Well, thanks for having us today. We're so excited to have the opportunity to share the Love to Dream story with your customers.
Well, actually, that's what I'd love to hear. So maybe you could give them the background how Love to Dream came to be.
Sure. Well, actually, Love to Dream started right there in Sydney. Hannah, who was a first-time mum, was really finding it challenging to help her son, her newborn son, to settle and go to sleep for any longer than 45 minutes at a time, regardless of the wrapping technique or the swaddling technique that she was using. She went to a number of sleep schools, and she resourced a number of sleep and baby experts, and it didn't seem to matter what she did, that she was struggling to keep him asleep. So what she noticed was that when he was sleeping with his arms up beside his head, he slept quicker and for longer. Exactly. So with a bit more research and some development of a swaddle garment to replace those wraps that she was using, and a lot of testing, every single parent and baby that she tested the garment on just loved it and was sleeping really, really well. And so with that, Love to Dream was born.
It's a brilliant story, and one that I love to hear is that an Aussie mum found a gap and filled it. And I'm so thrilled that Love to Dream and Baby Village have had a brilliant partnership since the beginning. So it's a brand that we obviously feel very fondly for and love the story of.
That's great. Thank you so much.
So do you want to tell us a little bit more about that that arms up and why we swaddle baby and why the Love to Dream is so unique?
I'd love to. Look, humans have wrapped their babies to go to sleep across many cultures and for generations. Swaddling is any method of holding baby tightly in this upper body area, and it's known to settle and soothe the baby. It makes them feel relaxed and comforted. really soothed, and we've trusted it for a long time as a method of putting them to sleep. Love to Dream is the only swaddling garment where the arms are up beside the head, and that is because we know that even when the baby is in the womb and sleeping, most of the time they're sleeping like this. And we can observe that when they stir, quite often their behaviour is to touch their face or to suck on their hands or their thumbs. And your customers have probably seen their baby on ultrasound sleeping like this. We know that when they touch their face or they suck on their hands, that instead of becoming active and awake, most of the time they resettle and they go back to sleep. So they're self-soothing already. So the Love to Dream Swaddle Up has the hands up beside the face so that baby can still have that true hand-to-mouth self-soothing.
It's such a brilliant system, and I know that obviously this is designed for newborns, but you've also extended on that as your baby moves through the different stages. Do you want to tell our parents about that?
Yes, for sure. So as you've mentioned, the Love to Swaddle Up is for newborns, and we recommend that it's used right from day one. First sleep, every sleep. Baby doesn't know the difference between day or night. And when you use the swaddle up in that way every sleep, it becomes part of their sleep settling routine, and it becomes actually a sleep cue. And baby knows when that swaddle goes on that it's time to sleep. They sleep quicker because they're soothed by being swaddled. They sleep longer because they've got that true hand to mouth self-soothing. And so their sleep is more effective, and everyone in the family actually gets a bit more sleep.
Yes, true.
Once baby is showing signs of rolling, they can move into our second stage of our product, which is our ready to roll stage. The ready to roll stage, I can see you getting ready to show us there. Thank you, Jess. The ready to roll stage has a bag, and we also have a transition suit. Now the bag most closely mimics that bag-like shape of the swaddle up that baby's been used to. And it comes with two removable wings, which Jess is just showing you. They can be taken off one hand at a time and let baby get used to their arms being out and free. The transition suit comes with two removable wings, but it also comes with two sleeves. The sleeves have a flip over cuff. Yes. So the sleeves, which you don't have there, but I'll just explain, has a flip over cuff, and that means that baby's got fabric on their hands, which is what they've been used to, but their arms are still free. And of course, for that active, really active baby who's rolling already, having the legs is just a great choice that parents get to make. So in that ready to roll stage, we've got those two garments, the bag and the suit. And then once baby is really, well, a toddler now and on the move, they will benefit from our independent stage of sleep, which is for babies who are on the move. This is no longer about settling and soothing a baby. Now we're talking about warmth and safety. That's right. We know that once a baby is on the move in a cot, they kick off their blankets and they're not staying warm, and that blanket can become a hazard. So parents often make the choice at that stage to get a wearable blanket, if you like. And in that stage, we can again offer a bag or a suit.
That's absolutely like the best system for parents moving straight through from one to the next. Rachel, I think that's all we have time for this evening. So I know that there are a ton of questions coming in from people wanting to know more about the 3-stage sleep system. If they can leave the comments and questions, we can get back to them. I'd love to chat with you further another time, because I'm sure that there's so many more valuable pieces of information that you can share with parents. But for tonight, we might wrap it up there, and I'll say thank you so much for joining us and informing our parents on Love to Dream.
You're welcome, Jess. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thanks to Love to Dream, we've got a great offer for you this evening. If you buy any 2 or more Love to Dream sleepwear from tonight until the end of September, you'll go in the running to win one of 30 brand new 2-pack bassinet fitted sheet sets from Love to Dream. I've got one here. This is olive. It also comes in grey and dark pink. So add Love to Dream to your cart and get in the running to win. All right, well, thank you anyone who's just joined us, or if you have been with us since the beginning, thank you for sticking with us. My name's Jess. We're here at Baby Village, and tonight I'm joined by Jamie from Skip Hop. Jamie, hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Actually, really well. Despite circumstances, I've still got a smile on my face.
Excellent, it's always good to smile.
Now, I'm actually really excited to tell our viewers tonight about Skip Hop. I think it's a brilliant story, and I love the products that they bring to market. And I think it's a really fun brand, and I think that everybody needs a little bit more fun in their life at the moment. So can you give us a little bit of a snapshot of Skip Hop?
Skip Hop has an interesting story, and it's actually a very good story. So it started in 2003 in New York by Michael and Ellen, who started the business based on a nappy bag. The nappy bag is the original concept in the duo, and it was only in 4 designs. Now we have obviously hundreds of active SKUs across many different categories. So humble beginnings have grown into what it is now.
That's brilliant. And the tagline or motto for Skip Hop is must-haves made better. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, so must-haves made better, basically exactly as it sounds. So Skip Hop obviously make a lot of innovative products, but they also, as said, make must-haves made better. So such as our bathtubs, our Moby bathtub, there's lots of different baths on the market. Looking at it, it's got innovation by being a whale, but at the same time, all of the things that some other baths in the category may not have, Skip Hop does have, such as a plug, a hanging hook, and as I said at the beginning, a little cute whale design.
It is really cute, and I think it's not just the bathtub, it extends to the whole range of the bath products.
Yes, and so that all comes under the theme of Moby. So the whale character's name is
Moby, yep.
And everyone in the Skip Hop family does have a little character name.
I think I love that about Skip Hop, and although I'm standing here in front of the kind of playtime area, Skip Hop does straddle quite a few categories in our store. So as you've mentioned, from the Moby bath range, there's a few other cute little light up toys for the bath to make it interesting and fun, but also into feeding and like out and about with your toddler. I love the characters that have been developed that sit across that range. Can you tell us a little bit more about the range?
So if you're referring to the zoo range, so that was the second sort of introduction in for Skip Hop, and a launch into what I guess could be backpack, toy, and character driven. So all of the characters, there is now 16 of them, but there originally was just 4, like in the backpack, like in the diaper bags, and they all have a name. So the owl is Otis, the fox is Ferguson, Eureka the unicorn. So everything themes back so that you can start at all different ages, all the way up to preschool, and have it into the favorite character.
And I think that's it, isn't it? Once you pick a character, you sort of stick with them, and you kind of get everything in that range.
And everyone has a favorite character. Mine is the fox.
I can see why. He's got such a cute little face.
Exactly.
Jamie, we're kind of, I think we're probably going to have a lot of parents dialing in sorry, let me start that again. Jamie, I think we're going to have a lot of soon-to-be parents dialing in this evening who are thinking about setting up their homes for newborns. So from the Skip Hop range and possibly in the Playtime range, could you talk to us a little bit about the activity gym in particular and what kind of benefits that would add for a newborn into the family?
Yeah, so we have a lot of activity gyms. Cloud Silver Lining is our number 1 in our themes. But one of the activity gyms' major benefits is it actually stimulates baby senses, develops hand-eye coordination, encourages a bit of freedom and movement. You know, they try to escape but don't go too far. And it just boosts baby's knowledge around colours, imagination, all of their own self-discovery. So I think that's one of the best benefits about any sort of activity gym.
And we don't have it on display here, but also too then as your baby transitions from being that newborn baby who's on the floor, you've also got that 3-stage activity centre. Can you tell us a little bit about the benefits of that for someone who's transferring to like infant or toddler range?
the 3-stage activity center is an amazing product. One, because it does lock them in so they can't get too far.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
They can't run away. But it's also got the creativity of play. So whilst you've got them there, they're entertained. So you put them in the dining room while you're in the kitchen. Obviously, you can see them. And they can play with the clacker and all of the musical toys. It's got a little piano for their feet and a little bouncer so that it keeps them entertained at the same time as keeping them secure and safe.
I can say firsthand that I used my 3-stage activity center like nearly every day, and in fact now we have it converted to the table, and it's become a permanent feature in the bedroom. So I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
And just before we wrap up tonight, maybe I can ask you for your personal pick for your best skip hop gift suggestion.
It's always a really hard one because obviously being across so many categories and so many different price points, it can depend on price.
Sure, yes, it's a bit of a how long is a piece of string question.
Exactly. But I think that one of the best things in the range is there is so many different characters into the gifting. So you can buy something in a softer tones or you can buy something in the bright. So no matter what, you know, I have a lot of friends who I've supported with, and Cloud Silver Lining is obviously in the more pastels and not in brights, and Xplory is in the very bright colours. So for me, I love everything in Xplory, and I, as a gift, not having children, would buy the Xplory 3-stage activity centre. But again, if you're looking for something a bit more on the lower price end, anything in our pianos or musical instruments and xylophones, they're always lots of fun.
Well, that's brilliant, Jamie. Thank you so much for your time this evening. It's really been fabulous bringing some colour to an already colourful range.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, and viewers, stay with us for our next guest.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. So for any of you who are interested in purchasing the Skip Hop Activity Gym, any one of them in the range, or the 3-stage activity centre, which was Jamie's pick, you will receive a free bandana buddy. I believe we have the elephant going, and that would be to the first 50 purchases. So if that's on your wish list, you can tick that off. Thanks if you've just tuned in, or if you have been with us since the beginning or sometime in between, thank you for sticking with us. My name's Jess. We're here at Baby Village tonight, and I'm excited to introduce Lucas. He is here and to talk about the 4Mums brand. I've obviously got the sleep bassinet here, and I have the original Mamaraoo behind me. Lucas, welcome.
Hi, Jess. Can I talk about it?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
I'm just bursting with excitement for this brand. They're just so innovative and they're so exciting. The Mamaraoo infant seat rocking behind you was the original and has been in the market now for about, or maybe 7 or 8 years, and very popular. And this new iteration in the sleep bassinet has, in such a short space of time, just gone boom.
I think for mums in general is that really innovative, forward-thinking brand, and I'm excited to kind of see what else they come out with. But certainly for the market in Australia, this is a revolutionary product for parents. Can you tell us a little bit more about sort of how it came to be?
Yeah, seriously innovative. And the original bouncing motion, or the 5 motions that you get with the Mamaraoo family, came from moving like you do, basically the way a mother soothes her child before putting it to sleep. And to put that in a bassinet it seems so obvious now that we're looking at it, but it's been fantastic. And because it's controlled fully by an app and by the touch panel, you don't actually have to go into the room or unsettle your child at any point. You can also set a timer, so you can just let it soothe your baby to sleep for the first 10 to 15 minutes, and then it shuts off, so your child can adapt to sleeping without movement.
I love that feature because I think one of the questions that, I've been asked so far is, well, if I train my baby to sleep with this rocking motion, how am I ever going to transition them to a flat surface where they're not rocking? And I think the timer does that seamlessly.
That and also I think that new parents don't really know what's ahead of them in that first 6 months, and you and I both know that there can be some really scary sort of nights where you try absolutely everything, and holding your baby for as long as it takes to stop crying is what you'll do so you can get some sleep.
And I think if you talk to new parents, the number one topic is sleep. How do you get your child to sleep? How do you get them to sleep longer? How can they sleep in the day or the night? What are the most optimum conditions you can give your baby? Because it's not only about the baby sleep, it's about your sleep as a parent, and then how that can affect your ability to function in the day as a parent.
Couldn't agree more. I think spending that money at the beginning of the journey is the most important time.
I couldn't agree more. Now, Lucas, I know that there's a couple of accessories that we can add to the sleep bassinet. Do you want to run us through them?
Sure, yeah. So one of them is attached at the moment. It's a storage basket down below, which I find is a must-have because it's really good to have just some creams or nappies or nail clippers or whatever
the blanket
nearby. There's a waterproof mattress. There's an additional sheet set. It's really important to know that this product, it's been selling so well in America for 2 years, and it took us that long to bring it into Australia, passing the bassinet and safety standards for Australia. So it's safe and it's awesome too.
I totally agree, it's awesome, and I really wish that it had been around 3 years ago when I needed it the most. Look, Lucas, I really appreciate you joining us tonight, and I really love the 4Mums brand, and I'm so thrilled that you were able to get on here and tell the soon-to-be parents why it's a must in their household as they welcome their newborn baby into the world. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
That's everything. Thanks, Jess. I think you're doing a great job, and good luck for the rest of the expo.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
See ya.
Bye. We have saved the best deal to last for you tonight. So with any purchase of the Mamaraoo sleep bassinet, you're going to get a free white fitted sheet, and that's going to fit perfectly on that firm mattress. And if you purchase the Mamaraoo, you're going to get a newborn insert. It is the exclusive to Baby Village rainbow design. So lots of fun there for your baby. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us tonight. Thank you especially if you have stuck through with me since the beginning. We're really excited to have put this event together, and we hope that you have found value in it. We hope that you've found it informative. And if you really like it, please let us know because we will certainly do it again. If there's any brands that you missed out on, there will be a replay so you can watch that at your leisure. The deals that we offered tonight are going to be available until the end of September. So if you want to jump onto any of those, head over to our website, babyvillage.com.au. Otherwise, I'm going to let you all go to bed because sleep is precious to all of us, baby or not. And we will love to see you next time. Take care, stay well, and goodbye from Jess at Baby Village.